See, these are the corners of a Rubik's Cube. The top corners. And these are the bottom corners. These are the middle edges, top middle edges. These are the middle middles. And these are the bottom middles. People do the cross first. I do the corners first. I mean, if I wanted to, I could do the cross first. Maybe, I think sometimes I might do it. But mainly I do the corners first. Then I do the top middles. The top slows me down. The bottom, I'm pretty fast, and the middle I'm fast. But if I could figure out how to get the top fast, I'd be probably going faster than I normally would. In the 1980s, my best time was 1 minute and 12 seconds. And it's because the teenagers in 1980s, I was probably about 11, 12, 13 around there. The teens were timing me on their digital stopwatches before and after church, and my best time was, oh yeah, Good News Baptist Church in Chesapeake, Virginia. Pastor Ward Palmer was the pastor then. The main pastor was Dallas Angeles, and the church was founded in 1972. And then after Mac Palmer became pastor, Will Coles. Then after Will Coles became pastor, Mike Asher. And soon we plan to expand the church to a 5-phase plan. Let's see, what is it? Now what was I going to do? Oh yeah, I'm going to mix the cube up. I'm going to try to teach how to solve the Rubik's Cube. Even church members say, Bill, I know if you taught how to solve the Rubik's Cube, we would know how to solve a Rubik's Cube. They said they've been wanting to know how to solve a Rubik's Cube ever since when they first had a Rubik's Cube. Some would take the stickers off. Some would take the cube apart and put it back together. Yeah, I remember those days. And we also made a dummy cube where all the colors were all the same on all 6 sides. And they actually made a Rubik's hammer. Look it up. It's just made so if you give up on the cube, you can smash it. I don't know who invented that. But later on they came out with solutions to the Rubik's Cube. The Ildo solution, I got it at Toys R Us. It's in colored, so you can look at the colors and match it up. And then the James Dean Norris is all in black and white. The simple solution to the Rubik's Cube, 5 easy steps. The 5th step is after you solve it, go outside and yell within a shouting distance and say I solved the cube, the Rubik's Cube, and then go back inside and reward yourself to the refrigerator. I'm sure Bob Schofield would say, hey, that's my kind of man. Food. Anyway. And then there's mastering the cube. And look, and I can't remember, you just look all of that. But all of them, my gym teacher, Mr. Lowry, understood the simple solution to the Rubik's Cube. And he makes Xerox copies for himself, and he gave me all the books back. And then he showed me how to work it. And now it doesn't matter what book I use, I can understand it all. And even to this day, Mr. Lowry is working on many different puzzles. Anyway, alright, I think I mixed it up good now. Okay. At church, we always looked up to Eric Rainwater. He was a good role model. And now he is a pastor. So, we knew when someone was doing the right thing. We always looked up to him. He drank Gatorade and did a lot of sports. team for teen activities. But on the side, he was studying to be a pastor. That's cool. And now he is a pastor at Habakkuk Baptist Church or something like that. Anyway, his dad did the church bus, helped drive the church buses. So did Bob Schofield and Fred Blowsaw, and Bob Schofield helped out, Rusty Dillard helped out, and the Magical Treasure Chest. Bob either drove or someone else would do the driving, but if he wasn't driving, he would sing the bear song. Let's go on a bear hunt. Let's see what we can do. And Flo Stahl would say, Zacchaeus, you come down because we're going to your house today. We're going to your house today. Okay, I think it's all mixed up good enough. Anyway, let's try to explain this. Rusty Dillard do the Magical Cheddar Chest, and if the kid was sitting up, the boy or girl sitting up perfectly, being quiet on the bus, then he would know which one to make sure that very key would unlock the treasure chest, and it would be either a candy or a Holy King James Bible. He got those tricks at the Tricky Ricky Bus Ministry Convention. Bob and Rusty and Ted Peterson used to go there. One time, Tricky Ricky was in the chapel that used to be the main church over here in the area, and it did a magic show for the kids. And then Bobby bought some stuff for me and for him, because he had stuff on the sale and stuff. Even at the bus ministry convention, Bob brought me Tricky Ricky's version of Daryl's Enchanted Cube routine, and I think at the time I was learning to solve the Rubik's Revenge. See, once I know how to solve the Rubik's Cube, then I just took the concept and applied it to the Rubik's Revenge. But now it's not called Rubik's Revenge, it's called a Rubik's 4x4. This is a 3x3 Rubik's Cube, and it's a 2x2 bucket cube. It's just doing the corners on each side. Alright, if you want to see these centerpieces right here, I know I've been rambling, but anyway, see, these are the centerpieces, they don't move. Now if you have a picture cube, they do move. That's like a picture cube. It'll go like a clock, and you have to do a pattern to get those right, which I don't. There's a book on it, but I don't. You can find it on YouTube. You'll find the right one for picture cubes, because they do move, even though, see, when it's solid, you don't know it's moving. They turn. But it's just a little information. I can't think right now. See, this is the centerpiece. Like if you're gonna look for a corner piece for say the yellow, say if you want to look for the blue, would be, say, whatever is the top, say yellow, then you look for the yellow corners. But let's use blue. Blue is your centerpiece, so blue, it will be the top. Alright, so say I'm looking for the corner piece for the red and the yellow, but it's also blue. So I look on the top, red, yellow, blue. I don't see red, yellow, blue, so it's got to be on the bottom. Nope, that's not it. Well, there it is. See, it's red, yellow, blue. Now, I can see that if I do this, to bring this up, and see how now that corner matches where it needs to go, and that corner matches that center. But suppose, I mean, if it's right there, you can see that it'll match up. But what if it's on the bottom? The blue's on the bottom. I'm trying to get it to do that stuff. There. See, you got the red, it needs to go here, and the yellow there. But the blue is here. Well, all you got to do is turn this twice and bring this over to the left. Bring what you did back up and bring this over, and you're back to where you need to, where you normally would do this. And see, now that's that. Alright, see, now this is already done. Normally you would have to fix that. But see how it's matched with the colors. But if it didn't, then you do whatever and put it there. Alright, now we're looking for the yellow, orange, blue. That's right here. So all I do is bring it over to the left, and we can see that this goes down, this comes over, and it matches perfectly. So now we got these two done. We got the Mickey Mouse symbol. Alright, now we're looking for the orange, yellow, and blue. See, you can see that that goes perfectly. So now we got, you don't worry about this because it's not even the right color. This is color line. If it was in the opposite direction, it'd be in position but not color line. Alright, this is, these two are done. So you got the Mickey Mouse symbol all around, and it's matched to their centers. Alright, now I look for the I look for two corners either in this position or a diagonal position, and you got to do two different patterns to get to that point. Alright, most people get all the top done first, then the middles, and then the corners. I used to do that, but I found out it's quicker if I get these done and these done, and I worry about the middles, and then get most of the top done, and then the bottom gets done quicker. Alright, I'm looking for two done. Let's see if orange and yellow match up. Orange and yellow and green. Okay, is there one that matches up? Normally it doesn't do that, but real quick, but it did. Orange with the orange, white. And sometimes the whole thing is right. It looks like it does. Oh my. See, that's why I'm saying. Sometimes you can cut your solving time. Normally you'd have to do a pattern to switch the two that ain't. The two that are stay back here, and these two you do a pattern. Or if it's these two that need to switch, you do a pattern. And then everything will be right. But it's like that guy who solved that Rubik's Cube quick in the speed challenge. They think he cheated. He didn't cheat. It's just he so happened to picked the right color, and as he solved it, he didn't have to do the bottom. The bottom came in to solve as he's solving it. It happened to me a couple of times. I didn't have to do the bottom with any pattern, because by the time I did the top, I did the corners, and I did the middles, the bottom came into play. It just happens that way. It's not cheating. It's just the way it went. the way the patterns are. I can actually vouch for that because I've seen it happen. I did it at least 3 times like that, but I was like, how did I do that? And if I had it on camera, I could play back and see how that works. Anyway, since, see, they're all in position, as you can see. They're just not color line. So now I look for patterns. There's a lot of way to do patterns. Since the center's green, then you're looking for the 2 on the outside, 2 on the top, but still keep the top. All right, and you just do this all the time, and keep looking for patterns. Okay, now that's 2 like Mickey Mouse, and 2 like that. So you still keep the top. And here's a pattern I found a shortcut on. Because normally I do it again until it comes up here, but Jesus helped me to find one way. See how it's like this? Ding, ding, ding. I keep it up here, and then I go like that, and I go twice, back up, twice again, come down, meet that, go back up. Well, it normally would be done. I did something wrong in my translation because I was too busy not thinking. Let me try. Now I put it back to the other thing. See how it's like this, and these 2, everything is in its right position. Except for these 2, they got to switch. Let's see, these are, that's right, and that's right. Okay, they're all in position, it's just I gotta turn this way where that's like that. Okay, there's that pattern again. There, there, there. I keep it like this. I don't know why I'm not doing it right. I'm doing something wrong, folks. I usually do it right, and it usually gets the corners done quicker. Oh, I know what I did wrong. I see where I'm going wrong. I see where I went wrong. Let me put this like this again. I know where I'm going wrong. See how it's like this on the corners? I have to turn this twice first, then twice again, and then twice again. Yeah, there it is. Now they're all in their place. Okay. Just gotta remember that difference. Alright. Now I'll put the pieces where they need to go. The red. Let's see, the blue. Is there blue on the bottom? No. So the blue is right on here. It's on the bottom, so you know you gotta bring this up wherever they go up like that, and you turn it so that that matches, and bring down that matches. And if it's here, then you gotta go here and around and up. Or if it's over here, you can pretty much.
Really?
Huh?
I haven't forgotten about getting your glasses, but it's been a week where I didn't feel like I could do it. I mean,
Yeah.
Jag, I was determined to stay here and watch that.
Yeah.
But so it looks like it's going to be next week.
Next week? Okay.
Or this coming week, because I don't want to go out in this cold unless I have to.
Yeah, I know.
So anyway, I mean, you got, I think, like a year, or they got some time before you can't, before it's too late with that prescription.
Prescription, okay.
But it seems like it's either months or a year. I don't know, can't remember, but anyway. we should be able to take care of it this coming week.
Yeah, Jag is on Tuesday. We're gonna go Friday, but the snowstorm. Alright. Okay, see if the centerpiece, top edge pieces, or if the top is blue and it's on the bottom, then you would go away, away, and then turn twice. But since it's in the middle, all you turn, you turn, if it's on the left, you turn it this to the right and bring this down so that it meets up perfectly, and bring that up, and see that's in its position, and this one won't mess up. Alright, and then you're still there, and see how you got the all coloring in the top. Now you're working with the middles. Alright, the patterns don't pop into view until you get the middles in here. Sometimes you have to do the pattern to bring the bottom pieces down here if they're up here. You do the pattern to get to the pattern. Alright, so I look, I see the only ones that ain't green are these two, so they gotta be, that one goes there for the centerpiece. See, I can tell what this has got to go up here. It's the white orange that goes up here, and since that's the case, oh yeah, and this is a pattern that you just helped me come across. Cut my solving time. James E. North said once you understand the cube, you'll find ways to cut your solving time. Alright? So you turn the top towards the left or the right, depending on what the pattern is. In this case it's on the left, so if this orange was matching that orange, then you would bring it over here and do it. But since it's there, it needs to go there, then you would bring the top that's solved off to the left, and what you do is you turn the bottom towards you so that matches up to bring that up, and see that brings that there, and that brings that there, and bring what you did back up, and then you come over here and put that back. Okay, always trace your steps. Alright, the only thing in green, okay, that should be there. Okay, that's another one that doesn't match up, so it's still on this side. You're just doing that pattern all the time. Make sure it matches up, bring what you did back, bring that back, bring that back where it needs to go. Keep retracing your steps. See this matches up and it's red. This is where you come way over here. It's like you go 1, 2, and you bring this over here on the right, and you bring that to where it needs to go. Boom, boom, and bring it so it matches, and then bring that up this way, and retrace your steps to go back up again. And now we're looking for this one. Okay, it's there, but it doesn't match, so we don't go to the right, we go to the left. This comes over here, and that goes up this way. You see, now we got the top and we got the center. And those very same patterns, if some of these patterns need to come down here, and if the edge pieces are all mixed up in here, but they need to go in the right places and they're all in this area, then you do that. You do the same pattern to bring it down here to go, to put it wherever it needs to go, either off to the right or off to the left. You do the pattern to get to the pattern. Okay, so we got all the green here, so that's done. So now we're looking for patterns for the bottom. Alright, because once you get that part done here, top and that done, then this is what you gotta work on. Look for one that's in position. And you keep the top and you go away, bring it over here, come around, bring that back, look to see where it's at now. Okay, if it's like this, then you do a pattern. If it's just these two, then you do a pattern. If it's just these two, you do a pattern. But I used to have to do a long pattern with the simple solution, and it just dawned on me, why not do the thing on the ideal solution, how you get the corners here? Won't we apply that with that all the way? So I did this. I go flip the bottom over this way where they're in position all around, and go once, twice, back once, back once,
He's got new salad dressing.
back twice. Huh?
He's got new salad dressing.
Oh, he does?
Pickled dressing with a hint of onions and liver.
Yeah, I ain't touching that with a 10-foot pole. Anyway. Okay, see the top is still there. And now we're in this position like the outer solution, where if it happens to be these two, you just do the same pattern. Once, twice, back once, back twice. And now it's solved. Now to do the pattern, to get to the pattern, here's the long way I used to do it in the 1980s. And I used to do it behind my back before we did Stephen Browning and Crazy Sam Solomon and Henry Harris, Kev D. Collins Call, Craig Petty, and Q52, and Ryland's Routine, and Brown and Petty. And Michael Murray's The Solution, way before all that. Although it's not way before Daryl's Enchanted Cube, because even Douglas James Henning on Magic on Broadway TV special, he did 7 specials altogether on the Magic of World of Doug Henning on NBC. Anyway, I say anyway a lot. I think I got my great nephew saying that, because he goes, anyway, and I was like, oh no, either it's a coincidence or I started a chain reaction. Anyway, I did it again. Why do I gotta do that? Well, like I was saying, or like Bob Scoville says, same bad time, same bad channel, or is there a 747 behind us? When he's backing up with the church bus, or a church shuttle bus.
At least you got some lettuce.
It's good we're bringing back the
You
bus
got plenty of
ministry
tomatoes
too.
if you need 'em. If I need
Bringing
some,
back
I'll bring- I still got
1980s
some in the
again.
refrigerator, but if I need a few, I'll take those, some of those.
I think it
But,
started actually in
He
1970s.
doesn't need a lot of them anymore.
Okay, now what are they gonna, do the pattern to get to the pattern. Here's how I used to do it. See, see if you see that, if I saw this pattern here, where these two are done.
Sometime,
See that this is the top, you get out.
first of all,
The bottom shows
for ADT
like that and like that. I would put the two that needs to flip around in the back, and the two that are done towards me in the tops here, and I go,
It's different, they could put the battery back and leave it like this until we gotta find out what's.
you do the pattern to get to the pattern. But
Is
I
it?
used to do that real good behind my back too,
I have no idea.
in the
I don't even know what
1980s.
batteries for these things, but I don't know if it's the same battery. I probably ought to ask them if it's
But
the
when
same
Craig
pattern
Petty
as
said that
what
Ryland Petty
alarm
studied the
regular
cube inside
alarm
and out and
system.
learned all these shortcuts,
And they might
I
not
thought,
know about
let me do
it
that.
because they don't know.
And then Jesus helped me come across
And
this
she's
pattern.
surprised.
Instead
Anyway.
of putting it back there, I keep the
Yeah,
two
if
towards
y'all wanna
me,
wait until
and I
later,
do this,
but once I sit down at 12,
towards me instead.
I got a
And
program
the
that I'm
top
gonna see,
will
and
be
it's from 12 to
the top
5.
that's done and the corners are all done
We'll try to-
towards the back.
That's what we can do.
And I look right
That's
here,
fine.
and I go, the two that need to flip towards me, and I
But
go
that's fine, we can do it tomorrow.
twice, and bring
We're
that
doing
there.
TV tomorrow, Billy.
Alright, twice here, twice,
I don't think I'm-
twice, twice, twice. And it puts it where that needs to go, where it needs to go.
Laura is Friday. I don't know what I got. I don't think
And I use that pattern for that very same pattern if I come across this. Like if this is done, and this side's done, only one side's done, I look to see if it's clockwise or counterclockwise. It's going to go this way,
Angie, I'm going to the
so
garage
I
for a
turn
second.
it clockwise, because I know that's going to go there and that's going to go there. So I turn it clockwise and
if Tommy,
turn that,
if anything comes across,
turn that, so that I know that's right. And bring that, and then I know, whoops,
Sunday or whatever, if you let me know.
I'm sitting there talking, not paying attention to what I'm doing. It would have been done, folks, right off the bat. I'm sitting there talking, not paying attention to what I'm
You talk
doing.
to yourself?
No, I'm talking to the camera.
Talk to yourself.
Very funny. Mark Taylor does that at the Wild. He adds a little comedy to it too. I'm sitting there talking. I don't even know what I did. The whole thing's done. Hopefully the camera caught that. Okay, do this again. I do the pattern to get to the pattern. See, if I see it's going to have to go clockwise, then I keep the top towards the back, and this part here's got off to the left, and I go, at least I think that's what I do. I'm sitting there talking. See, there's the top, and I put that over here off to the left. See, that's going to go there, and that's going to go there, and that's going to go there. So, I do this twice, I do that twice, I think that's twice, or that might be once. I do that once, then I do this once, then I do this, and then I come back. No, I didn't do it, it didn't match up. I go like this. No, I did it right. I got done. Yeah. And if the pattern is in the opposite way, like if it's, I don't know how to say this, in the opposite way, you should put it, yeah, instead of it going clockwise, you see that doesn't match. But you notice when I go counterclockwise, how the green's going to go here, and that's going to come here. Then I go this direction. So that matches up. See? Perfectly. I cut my solving time. And if I come across, oh, what was that pattern? Where each side's got to go each side. Let me see if I know what I'm doing. Oh man, I probably messed it up, but I was trying to do.
Want to get back from YouTube? Where?
Let's see. Let me put that. Is that the one? No, that's the other one. I can't remember how I did it. What was that way I did that? Where each side has got a flip. Well, I don't know. Maybe I gotta do it twice. No, that ain't gonna do it either. I'm so used to doing it when it gets there. I know what to do. Okay. I used to have it where I had it memorized, but I know I don't. Either that pattern. Well, I know if I see this, like if it comes out where this side's done, but I see that that white needs to go there, and that needs to flip, and that needs to flip, then I just go away and then come over so that this comes over and well, that was supposed to do it. Okay, this goes over here, that comes over here. I come over this way and it's done. Hey, let me do that again. I know what I'm doing. Okay, it's got to go there, so I come over to the left, yeah.
No. Oh, okay.
You didn't say nothing to me.
Okay, now
You take the
you were
power.
standing there, so I thought maybe you felt like you
No.
needed-
Well,
that's good.
You
in order for me to do this, I got to do
Okay.
that
I never
pattern
did you.
to where I get one
That's what I
side
thought you were
done.
doing.
Nope. Yep, look at that.
Where all of it's all mixed except for one side done. Someone's here. Oh, it's Booty.
Well,
Your dad, Robert.
you are doing.
Okay, now I'll do it again. That puts it in the pattern I want to do. Where all of it's done. And see how the bottom's all solid except you can see how the yellow needs to go there. And the white needs to go there. And you can see how the orange needs to go here. And the red needs to go here. But you keep the top. And you just do like if you were putting it there. Then you come over here so that these will flip. There. To change the two corners, you have to go like that. Like if I'm going to change these two corners need to switch places, I'd bring this down, over, bring that back up, bring this around, bring that back. It's cold muscle memory. Bring that back, bring that back. Once, twice, and see. Or is it once? No, it's once, twice. And then somewhere. See, these two will be right. See how this is in its position, and this is in position in color line, and this isn't in the right place, and this isn't, but you can see that if this goes over here, and then that goes over there, it matches. The two that are done, they stay in the back. So these two got to switch, so you go the two vertically, so you go towards you, away, bring that up, bring that this way, bring that way, this way, bring that way, this way, and bring that back up once, twice. And see how that is perfectly, and now that's perfectly, and now you look for patterns. Okay, here's the instance of where this is like that. So you keep the top and you do it like this. And you got the corner done. Then you see there's one that's done. So you keep it here and you go like this and see if a pattern shows up. Oh, it's this one. So you turn the whole top to the bottom and do once, 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 twice, back once, back twice. And if they're all like that, then you just do that to each one until they're done. If it's diagonally, let me do that. If the two corners got to switch diagonally, then it's put that up and go once, twice, once. See, now that's right, and that's right, diagonally. See how that's in position, in color line, and this is in position, but not color line, but it's in there. The two it's got to switch is this one, and this one's got to switch places. So what you do is make sure that these two are right here. These two are got to switch. So you go this way, that way, this way, that way. Once, twice, bring what you did back, and go once. See, now that's right, that's right. They're all in position. Now you look for patterns. Oh, it's that instant solve one where you do that pattern there. Sometimes the whole thing gets done. You don't have to do the middles. So, okay, here's where you can see this needs to go here. Oh, and it puts it to this pattern here. So you turn the whole top towards the back, and these two got to switch. You do that pattern that you normally do for the other thing, which puts it in position. So this will flip, and this will flip. You keep the top now, and you do this, and it's solved. I hope everybody understands what I'm saying about all this stuff. Sometimes you might see a pattern where these two are here, the bottom is blue, and the blue, you have a blue here, and a blue here, you keep it over here. Then you do those patterns. Or you might see two here, you keep it like that and do it. Or if it's on the bottom or something, no, if it's two here, you put the two here. And if it's right here, you do that twice one. Once you do to get the top, and then there's many different patterns. Then the soul pattern, you saw that is where it's. But if it's the version I came across, where you do twice and then do all that. Then if two are done, let's see, two here, and then you do the other thing to get that other pattern, which puts it here. When you see where these are done and they're in position, but they're not color line, then when you do that pattern, it'll put it in this pattern. So you do that twice and it's done. Just remember, you do the pattern to get to the pattern, and then you take that pattern and put it into the pattern. I probably lost everybody what I'm saying, but anyway, that's about how that's how you solve the Rubik's Cube. I try my best to explain